Okay, hi everybody. Uh, welcome, welcome. So that whole video thing was I do different talk shows, and so this will be one of them, and I'll explain later why and all that. So, uh, thanks for being here. I'll just introduce myself for a second. I'm Jerry Thompson. Um, my I have a few passions in life, and two of them would be technology and business. Um, I'm also involved in music, but technology and business. So there are things that I want people to learn and to benefit from, and that's why we're having talk shows like these and some more to come. My educational background is in technology, and my MBA in business. Um, I'm also doing my PhD in business and technology innovation. Because it's just there are things that we didn't learn in school, and I have no idea why, and I want as many people to learn that, right? Um, and I'm not the only one. People like Melissa, she's trying to do the same thing. She's trying to teach you guys the same thing, right? Um, I was just fortunate to have a dad who actually taught me all this stuff. Apart from having his day job, he also had his own business. So that's where it began. And his day job was he was in technology and business, so I'm in technology and business. That's how it goes. All right. So I want to introduce an idea to you, and it will be developed as we go along week after week, right? The idea that things have changed and are changing, and the pandemic sort of made sure we realized it. Right? It has been changing before that, but the pandemic just said, "Okay, you weren't listening before. I'll let you listen now." Um, so, in in terms of terms of generating wealth, that has changed, right? So it's no longer trying to figure out to get a good job and just get a 5% increase after 10 years or something like that. It's not that. It's even no longer to start a business where you are paying $10,000, $15,000 a month in rent to run your business. That has changed also. Um, so the the pandemic introduced us to again of what else we can do online. Um, we knew it was there, like oh, I could buy anything online, but that was about it, right? We didn't think we can have a meeting online that would be acceptable, right? So even on TV, you see the news and they have like people on Zoom, so it's now acceptable to do a lot of things now, right? So like that. Oh, someone else is coming in. Let me see. Like that, um, other things are becoming more acceptable. So today we're going to talk about the new forms of business and the new forms of money. Um, I'm going to show you a short video. It's probably about 3 minutes, I think. But it talks about something called Forex and what it is. It's not new. It's definitely not new. You do it all the time. It's just that you didn't know that you were doing it. So whenever you leave America to go to, I don't know, to Mexico, you have to change your money from American dollars to Mexican pesos, and that's Forex. Because you need to buy stuff over there. They may also accept American dollars, fine. But whenever you change money, someone's trying to get in, but it's not working. You change your money so that you can buy stuff. So now you can also do it in a larger scale where you can invest in Forex. And it's been done throughout the world for generations. So it's only now we're able to make use of it as regular people. I'm going to show a video and then we're going to talk about it some more.
The foreign exchange, or Forex market, is the world's largest financial market, and it plays a vital role in the global economy. Every day, trillions of dollars are exchanged from one currency to another. This kind of currency exchange is essential for international business. Forex market participants include governments, businesses, and of course, investors. Governments use the Forex market to implement policies. For example, when conducting business with another country, whether it's borrowing money, lending money, or offering aid, a country needs to convert its currency into a foreign currency. Businesses use the Forex market to facilitate international trade. For example, they may need to convert payments for goods and services bought overseas or to exchange payments from international customers into their preferred currency. And investors use the Forex market to speculate on changes in currency prices. Currency prices change almost constantly during the week because the Forex market is open continuously from Sunday at 4 p.m. until Friday at 4 p.m. Central Time. A trading day starts at 4 p.m. and ends at 4 p.m. Central Time the following day. The market has to be open around the clock because of the global nature of the economy. Let's go over some basics of how trading Forex works. When you trade Forex, you're not just trading one product. You're trading two currencies against each other. This is known as a currency pair. The quote for a Forex currency pair defines the value of one currency relative to the other. The easiest way to understand any quote is to read the pair from left to right. Let's look at an example using the euro versus the US dollar currency pair. If the EUR-USD is trading at 1.20, that means 1 euro is equal to $1.20 US dollars. Here's another example using the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar currency pair. If the USD-CAD is trading at 1.25, that means 1 US dollar is equal to $1.25 Canadian dollars. Even though there are two currencies involved, the pair itself acts like a single entity, similar to a stock or commodity. And just like when trading stock, investors profit when they buy a currency pair, and its price increases. Investors can also profit if they sell or short a currency pair, and the price decreases. Let's look at an example. Suppose an investor thinks Europe's economy is going to grow faster than the United States, and as a result, she thinks the euro will strengthen against the US dollar. She can buy the euro versus US dollar pair to speculate on her assumption. If the price of the currency pair rises, she'll make money. Conversely, if the price falls, she'll experience a loss. Now that we've covered the basics, let's look at a few key aspects of the Forex market. We'll start with margin. When you trade on margin, you only need to put up a percentage of the total investment to enter into a position. This amount is known as the margin requirement. When you trade other securities like stocks, trading on margin means you're borrowing funds from your broker. However, Forex trades can only be covered using funds in the investor's Forex account. Investors can't borrow funds to enter a Forex trade. If they don't have funds in their Forex account, they need to transfer funds before placing a trade. Forex margin requirements vary depending on the currency pairs and the size of a trade. currency pairs typically trade in specific quantities known as lots. The most common lot sizes are standard and mini. Standard lots represent 100,000 units, and mini lots represent 10,000 units. Depending on your brokerage firm, you may also be able to trade Forex in 1,000 unit increments, also known as micro lots. Margin requirements can be as small as 2% of a trade or as large as 20%, but the margin requirement for most currency pairs averages around 3 to 5%. To understand how margin is calculated, let's look at an example using the euro versus US dollar pair. Say this pair was trading at 1.20 and an investor wanted to buy a standard lot or 100,000 units. The total cost of the trade would be $120,000. That's a lot of capital. However, the investor doesn't have to pay that full amount. Instead, she pays the margin requirement. Let's say the margin requirement was 3%. 3% of $120,000 is $3,600. That's the amount the investor needs in her Forex account to place this trade. This brings us to another key element of the Forex market: leverage. Leverage enables investors to control a large investment with a relatively small amount of money. In this example, the investor is able to control $120,000 with $3,600. The leverage associated with currency pairs is one of the biggest benefits of the Forex market, but it's also one of the biggest risks. Leverage gives investors the potential to make large profits or large losses. One more important element in the Forex market is financing. This is the calculation of net interest owed or earned on currency pairs, and it happens when an investor holds a position past the close of the trading day. The US dollar is associated with an overnight lending rate set by the Fed, and this rate defines the cost of borrowing money. Similarly, each foreign currency has its own overnight lending rate. Remember, when you trade a currency pair, you're trading two currencies against each other. Even though the currency pair acts like a single entity, you're technically long one currency and short the other. In terms of financing, you're lending the currency that you're long and borrowing the currency you're short. This lending and borrowing occurs at the overnight lending rate of each respective currency. In general, an investor receives a credit if the currency he is long has a higher interest rate than the currency he is short. Conversely, an investor is debited if the currency he is long has a lower interest rate than the currency he is short. Let's look at an example. Suppose an investor has a position in the Australian dollar versus the US dollar currency pair. Say the overnight lending rate for the Australian dollar is 2% and the overnight lending rate for the US dollar is 1%. The investor is long the currency pair, which means he is long the AUD and short the USD. Since the AUD has a higher interest rate than the USD, the investor will receive a credit. However, if the investor was short the AUD-USD currency pair, he'd have to pay the debit because he's short the currency that has a higher interest rate. Financing is performed automatically by your brokerage firm. However, it's important to understand how it works and its financial impact on the trade. We've reviewed just a few elements of the Forex market. As with all investment opportunities, the Forex market has a unique set of risks and benefits, and education is the first step to determine if this is the right opportunity for you.
All right, so that's confusing, right? So that was the point. It takes a while to learn how to do that, and that's fine. And that's because of the times we live in now. That's not a problem, because I'm trying to get a new movement where we do not have to learn that, but we can still benefit from it. So it's something I call done for you wealth. So my agenda now is to get a group of people who would come together to benefit from Forex trading and other kinds of trading when it's done for you, where you don't have to learn how to do it. So that's the whole plan, right?
I like it.
It's done for you. Because it takes a lot. I've been trading Forex since 2006. but it's a lot of work. You have to sit behind your computer, at least the way I was doing it. There are different ways to trade, and you have to get it right. If you get it right, you make money. If you get it wrong, you lose money. If you do it right, you lose a little bit of money, but you gain more than you lose, right? But it takes some learning. So again, technology has changed. So now there are different companies that will trade for you, and that's what we want. Um, and there are different reasons for that. This this new thing we call 5G has a lot to play with that because now computers can do more because they have faster internet. I can't go into all the details of why that is, but it has to do with artificial intelligence. It's called AI. Uh, so computers are doing more, and they're doing more of what we used to do. So that's a whole other topic. So that's one. I also want to introduce you to something called Bitcoin, and I'll tell you why in a second of how they all come together. So Bitcoin is electronic money, or we can say digital currency. And it's kind of scary for some, but it's becoming mainstream now. So you might as well get used to it and try to understand it. And I'll show you how they relate to Forex in a minute. It's been around for a little over 10 years. And when it first began, people didn't know what to do with it. But now, big banks are taking note. They are allowing people to buy Bitcoin at the banks. There are Bitcoin ATMs now. You can also buy and sell and trade Bitcoin just like you do like Forex. When you look on TV and you see like a business channel and they show like stocks are going up and the Dow is going up a few points, you'll also see Bitcoin going up and down. So it's becoming mainstream. And I just want to show you something that JP Morgan said. We all know JP Morgan. They're the ones who own Chase Bank. This is the CNBC website. And this is what, right now, Bitcoin is at 37,000. That's the value of it right now. And JP Morgan is saying it could rise up to 146,000 as it competes with gold. And so that's not me saying that, that's JP Morgan saying that, right? So you need to pay attention to it. That's all I'm saying. You need to pay attention. I would suggest you own some Bitcoin as soon as possible and just leave it there. Just leave it there. It's going to rise and fall like everything else, but it's, according to them, the professionals, it should reach 100,000, 150,000. Some even say 300,000, but we'll see. If it just goes up 50,000, I'll be okay, right? So, but today we're just talking about things I need you to be aware of, and we're going to talk about later. And again, you can invest in Bitcoin in the same way that I'm talking about, where it's done for you, where you don't have to learn how to do it. It's done for you. And then there's one more thing I want to introduce you to, which is not new, but it's just a fact. People don't like it, but it works. And that's the simple concept of network marketing. Legal and legit. Different companies are using that now, including Walmart. They have a referral program. I believe Target has one because people are looking for leverage. Now, why I mention that is network marketing is one of the big businesses, billion-dollar businesses that we say is recession-proof because when it's done right, let's say I'm the one at the top, and I have all these people. All these people are from different countries, or all from different states. So if you're having a recession in the United States, you're still getting paid from other countries. And I've witnessed that in my own life because I do many network marketing programs, not just one, that's just me. And they work, you know. If your job were to lay off, you still have that to fall back on. So the idea is to link all three together to generate wealth. You're not depending on your work alone. Um, can you just do trading? Yes, you can. Can you just do network marketing? Yes, you can. Can you just do Bitcoin? Yes, you can. So you can do all separately or all at the same time. Oh wait, someone else is trying to get on me. No. All right. So I'm trying to create a culture where people are mindful of investing, because especially our people, we don't do enough investing. I don't know why. Maybe no one told us how to do it, or we think it's hard, but it's really not that hard. But we're going to do. Someone else is trying to get on. We're going to. Okay. Someone's trying to get on, but I can't get him on now for some reason. Yeah. But in the meantime, it will be done for you. I'm going to show you an example of a program that will do it for you.
What?
Can you mute it?
I am.
I'll try to wrap this up in about 5 minutes.
What?
There's like the roof of my mouth feels sore.
Okay, Reva, right now, I got to do this. Just get some ginger.
I'm just logging into my account. This is just one program I am showing you. There are more than one, but for now, I'll just show you one. I'm just logging in. Okay. I'm going to share my screen. This program is called CashFX. It's one of the programs that will trade on your behalf, so you don't have to. I'm also going to be very transparent because you're dealing with people's money. So I'm going to be as transparent as possible. Upgrading. Okay, I have to upgrade. Oh man. it's telling me to upgrade. Okay, so this is a program that I just began. That's why I said I'm going to be very transparent. Anything that I will be teaching you over the weeks or however long will be things that I have tried or I am involved in. So my plan is to try it first. If I'm making money, then I'll tell you, hey, you should do this too. This is a program that trades Forex on your behalf. I just started this in January. And already, this is how much I made, $457. I'm going to show you how it works. This one is trading and network marketing all in one, but you can do just one or the other. Like I said, it's done for you, and that's the idea. So when you see trading pool, that means what they have done on your behalf and how much you made. Wait, I'm not explaining this right. I need to go back. I need to go back a bit. All right. I began with $300. You can trade with just about any amount of money up to $100,000. But I began with 300 to test it out because I'm testing it out. And what they do, they trade Forex on your behalf. And so far I've been making a return between 3 and 5% per week. Per day, actually, per day. Between 3 and 5% on my $300 per day. You get paid every week. Now, so that I've just began. I think the date is on there. The date might be on there. I'm looking for the date. Is it balances? So I've made $10 trading. I've made $12 trading. These $45 in turn, those are bonuses I get for introducing people so that they can also earn an income. Now, this is $10 on a $300 package that I bought, right, to get into the program, to test it. So which means what happens if you were to go in with $3,000 or $5,000 or $50,000, right? So I'm not trading, they are trading on my behalf. And that's the message I want to drive home, where you can join all those who are making extra money trading, but you don't have to learn how to do it. You can learn. They have a section where they will teach you how. It's called the Academy, but you don't have to. Because I think now we sort of passed the stage of, I mean, because of what's happening right now, you just need an answer right now, right? You know, instead of trying to learn how to do something and then do it and then make money. So I'm trying to create that culture. And this is just one program. I've tried the $300 package. My next goal is I'm kind of weird, right? I take educated risks. And so my next level will be the 5,000 and then the 10,000. And then you will see that and you can decide from there as well, right? So, like I said, full transparency, whatever I do, I will show the results. And see, I began here in January 2. I just started. So that's how I plan to teach you, by showing you what I've done. All right, let me stop sharing this. All right. It's a new age. We have to do things differently. So that's why we're doing this. Anyone has any questions? We're going to wrap this up soon.
Yes, I have a question.
Mhm.
Um, this is basically I'd like to know.
I'm not sure who's talking.
This is Vanessa.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Yeah. So first of all, you talk about currency.
hmm
And so what currencies is Forex trading in? Is it every currency around the world? Is all currency, or is it limited currencies?
All around the world. However, there are some major currencies
Hmm.
that are better to trade in,
Uh-huh.
because some currencies, their values are so bad.
Yeah.
Like one American dollar is like $1 billion in another country or something like that.
Right.
It just doesn't, that's no value. So yes, you can trade anything you want, but you should just stick to the major currencies.
Hmm. And also, is this how is this I don't know what the right word is. I mean, with the economic forecast that we're going into now, the country, with new presidency and
Mhm.
new a whole new administration, how would that affect um Forex? Now, I know that's a loaded question, but given the US dollar's strength, basically is based upon so many different things.
Mhm.
But in our financial economic currency forecast right now in our condition, how does that look for Forex? And I know this is probably a loaded question, but you've had to you've been through this before.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So Forex is global.
Right.
Um, how should I say it? If the American dollar is not doing well,
If it devalues, yep.
then you trade the American dollar in such a way that you will still make money. So if
Uh
the dollar is going up and
huh.
you trade going up, you
Hmm.
believe that it's going to rise,
Hmm.
then so you begin at a low investment, and then you believe it's going to go up, and that's how you trade. When it goes up and then you sell, you make you make the difference.
Right.
If you believe it's going to go down, you trade going down and you make the difference.
Hmm.
So you can trade either way and still make money. It's the same with stocks. Um, if you think Walmart is going to do well and it goes up, you
Hmm.
make money. If you think they're going to do bad, you trade down in terms of you sell your stock,
Hmm.
um,
Hmm.
and you still make money. So, so you're saying, like what's going on right now? We're getting a new president and all that. It doesn't affect too much,
Mm.
how much you can make if you know how to trade it right,
Mhm.
right?
So
That's why
that's the good thing about
doing it for
that's a
you.
good thing about CFS doing it for you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they know. And what you just said to me may not to other people it may have sounded like, oh, but to me it was Greek.
Yeah.
So I would be counting on the people at SCFS to trade positively on my behalf, right?
Right.
Okay.
And that's the whole purpose, because a lot of us
Yeah.
didn't do it because it was hard to understand, right? But
Yeah.
now we don't have to understand. But you can. But did you have another question?
Vanessa, you have another question?
Oh, I'm sure I'm due. I'm just thinking, but I'll definitely get back with you. It's
Yeah.
just I'm just absorbing the last question,
Now,
the last answer. Yeah.
just to make, I mentioned Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Now, Bitcoin is not controlled by the American government. It's not controlled by the Mexican government or the Canadian. It's not controlled by anybody.
Uh-huh.
So that makes it more appealing to most because I don't get too technical, but right now Joe Biden wants us to spend 1.9 trillion dollars, right,
Yeah.
to bail us out of this pandemic.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. I'm not saying no. It's actually needed, but that could cause inflation. It can cause a whole lot of things,
Oh yeah.
right?
Hmm.
Because regular money is unlimited. You want more money, you can just print
Print it.
more
Hmm.
money. Bitcoin is not unlimited. There's a certain amount that will be made, and that'll be into that. 21 million uh, Bitcoin. I forgot up to what year, but they're making a certain amount so that it can be circulated. That helps to eliminate inflation and different things like that. Now, when you join programs that will invest your Forex on your behalf, they let you join with Bitcoin instead of cash.
Hmm.
Mm-mm.
That's for two reasons. Um, to have Bitcoin, you need a Bitcoin wallet. It's
Hmm.
a wallet on the internet. And then you use some of that now to trade Forex. So what that does, you are trading Forex, or they're doing it on your behalf, but you also have Bitcoin in your wallet doing nothing except if it goes up in value, your Bitcoin will also go up in value
Hmm.
on its own. You don't have to do anything. Right? Of course, if it goes down in value, it also goes down. But all predictions say it's going to go up. So I always tell people have both. You're trying to make some regular cash by trading in Forex, and you also have Bitcoin in your wallet, which is also going up. All things being equal, it's also going up. So now you have both. That's um, the sooner the better. Bitcoin began as a few cents, and now it's $38,000. That's the worth
Hmm.
of it now. So imagine if you began 10 years ago. 10 years ago, people were not too sure if it was any good, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not too late now. So again, just trying to put some more information out there to those of us who don't know, that there are other options to grow wealth. It's not that you're going to be rich next week, but you have to start and then allow it to grow like anything else.
Mhm. Another question. So, if the traders are taking care of everything, and
Mhm.
we're just kind of sitting back and just relaxing while they take care of everything, is there any requirement for us? What is our requirement?
You mean like fees?
Well, no, like, do we need to learn or know anything else going further? Is there something that, some sort of do something we need to learn or just to move forward? I mean, how we just sit back and relax and just like almost like a trading, like having a broker and they just take care of everything? Is it like that?
Yeah. So
Okay.
yes and yes.
Oh.
Yeah, it will be yes and yes. You can just sit back and do nothing,
Hmm.
and you gain interest. You
Uh-huh.
can also learn. There's the option in your back office to learn. That's
Hmm.
your choice. If you learn
Hmm.
what's going, that's great. Um, but it's an option.
Hmm.
Um, even the network marketing part of it is an option. If
Hmm.
you introduce people to it and they join under you, you make more money. But that's an option.
Right.
You don't have to. You'll still make money when you trade, right? Or or when they trade. So it's an option. Uh yeah. It sounds crazy, but yeah, you can just sit back and do nothing. Now, I did mention you can begin with $300 level, which is what most people do, but making 5 and 10% of $300 is not really anything to call home about. So if you want to do something and you see that every day or week or whatever it is, you are making a percentage on your investment, then it's up to you now to add more money. Go up to two.
What are the other levels, Mr. Jerry? You can start at
They
3, or
go,
what's after that?
they go all the way up to
No, what's
100,000,
after the 300?
the 500.
Okay, 3, 5. Okay.
Looking for.
And what is the fee that they do charge you for doing the work?
Okay, so their fees are a little strange. There are no monthly fees. There are no monthly fees. Oh man, I wish I had that. I'm gonna. I'm bringing up a chart. Just give me 1 second. Uh, 1 second. Okay, this is it. All right. Can everyone see this?
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. I'll just I'll just go back. All right. So it says there's 300. So you can go with the 300, the 500, the 1,000, the 2,000, the 3,000, 5,000, all the way up to 20,000, 30,000 to 100,000. Now, there are no monthly fees, and what they do is, if let's say I'm in the it doesn't matter. They were trading. I made some money. I want to take out some cash so I can, I don't know, buy a car or something. They're now going to take a 20% out of how much you take out. So when you withdraw, there's going to be a 20% fee. Now, what that fee does, it does not go to CashFX. It does not go to the company. It goes to the other people in your network. Because since there are no monthly fees, they had to find a way for the business to sustain itself. All right. And they found the best way to do that was, when people withdraw their cash, they charge a 20% fee that will be distributed to the rest of your network. So that means anyone in your network who would want to withdraw their cash, you get paid from that, right? Just like they'll get paid from when you withdraw, you get paid for when they withdraw. So it's fair. But again, the company does not get a part of that. So no monthly fees. The only thing you do, you buy a package, $300 or $500 package or whatever, and that's it. You start trading, or they start trading, and you get your percentages, and it all adds up. The other thing is that so I just began a few weeks ago. Let's suppose I was in it for like 6 months or something like that, and I have $1,000 in my account. If I want to change from the 1,000 to the 1,000, I have to do is to add an extra 1,000. Or if I want to change from the 300 to the 500, I just have to add 200. I can use the money that I made in the investing to move up or to upgrade, right? So what a lot of people do, they just spend the $300 one time, and whatever they make from the investing, they use that now to upgrade to the 500 or to the 1,000. That's the way to do it. Like I said, I do things differently. I like to invest, so I'll just go straight to the 5,000 or something like that. Because the faster you make a percentage, the faster you make it. So again, so it's by choice. You can move up slowly, or you can jump the gun. If you have $100,000, sure, why not? Yeah, what are you gonna say?
So the structure, how would the structure look if we came in basically under you? Do we move the same way, or does everybody come in under you and sort of like do whatever they want to do? How does that work?
Okay, now coming in under me, you wouldn't be under me anymore. I'll show you why. I'll have to log in. So you're only allowed 3 people directly under you.
Oh, okay.
Looking for a slide here. All right. You're only allowed 3 people directly under you. Already have 3 people.
Okay.
So if anyone else were to join, say, hey, Jerry, sign me up, I'll have to put that person under another person.
I see.
I can't have a 4th person, a 5th person. I got to put them under another person, which is good. So that you might end up with a person that you didn't even invite.
Right.
right? So that's a good thing. So you will not be directly under me. You'll be under another person.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever they make when they trade, you get paid. Whenever they make when they withdraw, you get paid. Whatever they start with, they start with um, $300. You make 15% of that $300. It goes directly to you instantly. If they start with $2,000, you make 15% of that $2,000 goes to you
Mm-hmm.
immediately. So it's kind of nice. That's how I was able to amass over $400 in just like a week or two.
Hmm.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, that's why it's called a forced matrix. So I can't take everyone directly under me and I make all the money. No, I have to put that next person under another person,
Mm-hmm.
right? So yeah, uh, that's it. Unless you have more questions, but
Not at the moment. Mm-mm.
mhm. My plan is if I have people doing this and they reap the benefits, then they can now diversify and
Mm-hmm.
keep this one going and then begin another program. I'm not going to talk about that one today, but another program that does almost the same thing. So
Mm-hmm.
now you have two companies that you benefit from. Again, no monthly fees. You make an investment and they will trade for you.
Mm-hmm.
Let me close this.
And
My
that
goal,
initial
huh?
and that initial that initial 300 startup, would that be for the trade Bitcoin network marketing package, or what? What would that entail? What
Yes,
what
that
what
would
was?
be. It doesn't matter actually, regardless of if you want to just trade
Uh-huh.
alone or you want to trade and refer people. It's the same
Right.
100 that it can be used.
Okay.
The only difference is on this screen right here,
Mm-hmm.
um, where if you just want to trade, it's called Bear Capital,
Mm-hmm.
and they just they would trade your money. If you want to share, then you get 50% bonuses and different things like that.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
So it's the same cost, so you might as well just do the one where you have to share. But if you don't want to share, even though you're in that program, well, don't. Right?
Right.
You have options. That's what I like about it. You have
Mm-hmm.
options. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I will continue to monitor my trading.
Mm-hmm. He's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, he must have hit the wrong button.
Oh, I think we're still live.
Hmm.
Well, hold on. He should be back in a second.
I
Maybe
just
he'll be
I
back.
just unmuted myself. There we go.
So, how does this start? Or when does this start?
It starts when we say, okay, I want to start. because
Oh,
it can be done any day.
uh-huh. Mhm.
Our investment can be made any day. I'm
Mhm.
concerned. A lot of people were trying to get in and they couldn't get in.
Yeah,
And
I
that's
had problems. Yeah, I had problems. I had to get off the phone and type it in the computer. That's the only way I got in.
mm-hmm. Yep. I think the best thing going forward for meetings is to send people an email so they can pull it from their computer.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah. He had sent it to me via
There it goes.
text.
There you go.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Thanks. Look how different you are.
Hi.
Mhm.
So Jerry, we were talking about the fact that it was a little difficult for people to get in. So if you can you send next time send the link out in an email, because I had sent it via my text and
Oh, okay. I can
that
do
was
that.
a little rough.
Oh, okay. I don't use it on the phone. I don't know what it looks like on the phone. I always use my laptop, my iPad, my Mac.
Right.
Mhm.
So I'll send it. I'll send an email.
So it was probably my fault that people couldn't get it.
That's okay.
So
We'll figure it out.
yeah, my fault. So how do we start up? Like let's
How
say
do you
I
start?
wanted to start up tomorrow. How would I go about doing that?
So you're gonna need a Bitcoin account
Oh,
and a secure server.
And what's the last thing you said? The secure, what's that?
A secure
server.
server. It's a private virtual network.
Yeah.
I'll probably have to do another video on that because it's a little tricky to understand how to do it. So
Well, what? Yeah. What is that? Like is it a cloud thing? What is that? Or do you purchase an account?
yeah, no, it's free.
Okay. Okay.
How to describe it? So the network most of us are on are like Verizon and
Uh-huh.
and a VPN is another type of server
Oh,
where
oh, oh.
it allows you to log in from
Yeah.
anywhere in the world,
Mhm.
but it's more secure. And this
Yeah.
requires a secure server because you're dealing with Bitcoin,
Mhm.
and you want to be as secure as possible.
Right.
Yes.
I'll have to explain how the wallet works and all that, but I can say that for another day. What I have been doing is
Hmm.
just letting people give me the cash, and I will change it to Bitcoin, and then emailing their username and password. That's one way, or I can just teach you how to do it yourself. That's a bit of a learning curve.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
What is your email, Jerry?
My email.
Yes.
I'm typing it in now. Okay.
Okay. T, T. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
In fact,
Okay.
oh, I forgot I had.
okay.
So that's. Those who are looking at this on YouTube, I'll just put this at the bottom. Right. So that's probably it for tonight.
All righty. Sounds good.
Thank
I got
you
some
very,
more.
very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
cause I don't want to be rich. I want to be wealthy. So I
There's a difference.
gotta
Yeah.
find ways to make my money make money.
Yeah.
So
People don't
okay.
know the difference between being rich and also wealthy. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
But yeah. So that's my goal. As I learn of new tools, I would I'll let everyone know.
Okay.
Thank you for sharing.
Yes, thank you very much.
Sounds
So,
good.
all right.
Absolutely.
All right. So I'll continue to invite people. It doesn't matter where they go with their placement is. We just have to work together.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
We'll decide on like another time, if every Tuesday or whatever. We don't know yet, but we just
Okay. I mean, anybody who wants to move forward, everybody has Jerry's email,
Hmm.
Mhm.
and whenever you want to move forward, he's there.
All right.
Okay.
Right.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
all right.
All right. All right. All right, guys. Mhm.
All
Have a good
righty.
night.
Good
All right.
night.
Good
Thank you
night.
guys. Have a
All
good
right.
night.
Yeah,
Okay.
good night.
All right. All right. Bye. I don't know how to get out of here.
Yeah. Oh, at the bottom on the right, it
That's
says
funny.
leave. It's a
Oh,
red.
leave.
Leave.
All right. Take care. Thank you.
Bye bye.
All right. Bye bye.